and welcome back to our channel, Old Things New. I'm Deb.
And I'm Bob.
And today we are going to do a Monday morning what sold video for items that we sold mostly on Saturday and Sunday, which would be July 23rd and 24th. There might be a few items that sold Friday night late, but I believe that almost all of these are just Saturday and Sunday. So let's get started right away. The first thing I'll tell you is that we got our top rated Seller Plus status back. A round of applause. After it being, we lost it in December and we have been working very hard to get it back again. If you have had your status lost, drop it into the comments below and we can maybe share about what we did to try to get it back. And we'd love to know how long people have lost their status. I think it took us, about 7 months. So let's dive right in to what sold. We sold a Levi's men's shirt and we paid $2.54 and that shirt sold for $14. And we had had that shirt for quite a while. I looked back in my book. I don't even have the date written down when we listed it, which is something I've been doing now for quite a while. So it was prior to me making that notation. The next thing we sold was the Seven Islands sunflower dress. That dress was free and that sold for $16. Very pretty dress, in very good condition actually, and that dress was free because it was one of the dresses that Bob got from the bins, from the thrift shop that often gives us free items. Our next item was a pillow pet. That is a plush and it was called Brave Bear. It was a rather large plush that was also free from the thrift shop, and that sold for $18.75. And all of these items that I'm giving you, what they sold for is plus shipping, because we do not do free shipping. The next item was called Pali Hawaii sandals. They were free from the thrift shop and they sold for $15.95. Our next item was Miss Me jeans. That is another item that we have had for a very, very long time, probably 2 years. And that's another example of how an item can change a lot in the market. When we first started selling Miss Me jeans, we were selling them for $49.95 and they were selling well for that price. These sold for $18. They have really dropped. The market got saturated with them. I imagine at some point they will come back to maybe a number somewhere in between there. But for now, the market, I think, has really dropped on them. The next item we sold was the brand No Socks, and they were slip-on mules shoes. And they were free. They were from the estate sale, where we picked up all those items that the woman gave to us. And those shoes sold for $30. I took a best offer of $30. The next item was a Whisper knit tank top. Very nice shirt. You could tell just by picking it up how well made it was. That was a free item from the thrift shop, and that sold for $17.21. That was actually on sale. I'm running a sale right now, or I was running a sale. Might be on right now for women's tops. So if you're in the market for any tops, we are running I believe a 25% off sale on all women's tops. The next item was a Gans pink poodle. That was a little plush. It had a lot of items that came with it. I think a leash, a collar, and I believe it even had like a little name tag. That was that we actually paid 33 cents for, We bought that at a Goodwill, and it was included in a great big bag of other plush. That sold for $12.71. And then we also sold another plush because we were running a sale on plush. That sale is over now, but we were running a 15% off sale. We sold a NoJo brand owl, and I believe that was more of a baby toy than anything else. We paid $1.28 for that, and it sold for $8.50. We sold an Anthropologie sundress, very nice. That sold, we paid $5 for that, and we bought that at a small thrift shop, and that sold for $11. You'll see here that sometimes things come free and they sell for a decent price, and other times we've paid for something that doesn't sell for a higher price. But since it all equals out in the end, we don't look at the individual sale, we kind of look at the overall sales for maybe the week, the month, the year, however you kind of look at your sales and see how you're doing. So that is an example of something that we paid $5 for. It only sold for $11. So by the time we take out the $5, we're left with $6, and then our fees come out of that. So you can tell that we did not make a very big profit on that particular dress. We sold some black cargo pants that were in very nice condition. They were free from the thrift shop, and they sold for $10.50. And then we had an item that sold probably about a week and a half ago, but the buyer had requested that we not send his item out until today because they were out of town. It was a frog phone, very vintage, very cool. It was tested and working. It was kind of a flip phone, and you can see it here. Bob's going to drop it in. That was free.
I'll drop in 2 pictures to show how it sits and how it opens.
Yeah, and then that item was free from the thrift shop, and that sold for $92. That was a great find. It was a great profit. And then, now all of the items that I just listed to you were sold on eBay, which is our main platform. We also had one sale on Poshmark over the weekend, and that was for a pair of Skechers boys Oxford shoes. Another example of not a big profit. We paid $4.24, and they sold. Our earnings from Poshmark were $12. So what does all that mean? Okay, our total cost of goods for all the items that I listed here were $13.39. That's what it cost us because most of these items were free. Our total sales came to $276.57 for the 2 days. Now that number needs to be higher for us, but it is getting better. So we are very pleased with our sales this weekend because we are definitely seeing an increase. And I think when you see an increase like that, definitely encourages you to keep working, to keep listing. I would say that's one of the most important things. If you don't have your top rated seller status or top rated seller plus status, we would certainly encourage you to try to get that status because there's a lot of perks that come with that. There are lower final value fees. There are, I think, negative feedback is usually removed because one of the specifics, one of the things that you need to do to become a top rated seller is to offer free returns. And when you do that, you are guaranteeing your customer that no matter what the reason, if they get the item and they just change their mind, don't like the color, it doesn't fit, whatever the reason, they can return it for a full refund. And eBay knows that, and they know that that customer is being, that situation is being resolved right away. and there's no problem.
There's one other perk that in some cases, and probably you know it better than I do, but I know that in some cases, in a return, you don't have to give all the money back from you. You give 50% of the return money.
Yes.
And if the customer is unhappy with that, and sometimes they are, they can appeal to eBay, and usually eBay will give them the rest of their money back.
That's correct.
So that's another perk.
Yep.
That's really good. We don't like to do that because it can make someone mad. I don't want to make our customers mad, but
Yeah.
it is a perk.
I think that it hinges on the reason for the return. So,
Right.
we are known to make full returns, and we do free returns. So that means that we actually pay for a return shipping. If someone buys something and they're not happy with it, then they return it to us, but we pay for them to return it back to us. So they get their money back, plus they get their return back.
Right. If you want an instant advice about staying full, top rated, is to make sure that when your customer asks you a question regarding something they've bought, not so much something they haven't bought, always answer it immediately and deal with it immediately. Don't let it wait even one day.
That's right. And don't get into any arguments with your customers. It's a business. You're going to run into some, hiccups, problems, unhappy customers. That's just all part of doing business. It happens on a regular basis. Just always go into it with a good attitude. Stay factual. If that's one thing, stay factual. Just state eBay's policies. We had a situation last week where a customer received their item that was actually new in a box and had never been put together. But when he unwrapped it, he noticed a couple very, very small scratches, and he wasn't happy with that. And that's okay. That he has that right. And he then messaged us a very nasty comment that not only did he want his money back, he also wanted us to arrange someone to come to his home, pick it up, and take it to, I think it was the FedEx building or something. I can't remember. It was not the post office. It was a different way of shipping it back. And so, but eBay does not encourage that, nor do they. That's not one of their policies. It is when the customer buys the item, they are agreeing to the policies that are set. And the policy is that they ship the item back. Now, we pay for that shipping to come back, but they have to take it to the post office. And that's exactly what eBay let them know, that they were not going to make us come to their home and pick that item up. So we just very politely explained to them that we were following eBay's policy, that they needed to take the item to where it was going to be shipped from, and they would receive their refund. And we are more than happy to do that. We will certainly be able to resell that item with no problem. But it was, that little hiccup that, sometimes it can get you a little riled up. You think, but you can't. You just have to understand it's all part of business. Stay calm, stay factual, and do exactly what you've agreed to do, and do it within the policies of eBay. And I think it
just stay cool.
It really does.
Yeah.
You can use that time when you'd be fighting and losing sleep and whatever, to list more items and go on from there. So, as you see, sales have picked up. We are happy with those sales, and we are going to be working very hard to continue to get more sales and improve all that we do on eBay. So if you like this content, we would really appreciate it if you would give us a thumbs up, if you would hit the subscribe button, and also hit the bell so you know when we send out a new video, which we are really trying to get to twice a week. I have a couple ideas about some video and content we'd like to make, and we're going to try to get to that this week. I'm not sure we will, because we do have some problems with uploading videos once they get taped. So it's sometimes a challenge for us to make all the videos that we want to make. The other thing is, we would really appreciate it if you know someone who's curious about reselling or who would like to get started reselling, if you would share our videos on your social media. That is really important, and it really helps our channel. You can follow us on YouTube. You can follow us on Instagram. We are Old Things New on Instagram. We will drop the link in the description below, and you can follow us on Instagram. And we often post things that we find. We post about our sales, and a lot of times we post what's sold. When we, especially things that sell during the week that we don't really share here, because the sales during the week are, you know, it's a longer period of time, and we are usually very busy during the week with grandchildren. We have several grandchildren that we watch during the week, and we actually like to keep busy with them. So we try to put our afternoons to going in the pool or doing something with them for the day. They're out of school and they like to be kept busy. So, like I said, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell, and share our video. I'm Deb.
And I'm Bob.
And we're Old Things New, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye for now.